If you understand this simple premise, that we become what we think about, as it says in the Torah, as it says in the Old Testament, as a man thinketh, so is he. As a man thinketh, so is he. We are the products of our thoughts. If you get that simple little thing that I started out with and that I hammer in every book I've written and every talk I've given, every tapes I've produced, we are the product of our thoughts. And our thoughts are very, very powerful. See, if your thoughts are on what you intend to manifest into your life, you can't do anything but do that. If your thoughts are on what is missing in your life, how much of your time do you spend focused on or thinking about what's missing in your life? The money that you don't have, the unhappiness the lack of happiness in your relationships that you would like to have, your health and the absence of the kind of health that you would like to have, the purity of your body, the fact that you've let it become overweight or you've let it become addicted to substances or nicotine or coffees, or you're not living the purified life. What is missing? If your thoughts are on what is missing, and what you think about is what expands, and there's something, Hawkins speaks about this brilliantly in The Power versus Force. If your thoughts are on what is missing, what you create is an attractor energy to have the universe respond back to you with whatever it is that you think about. This is how it works. It's the law of attraction. It's a very simple thing. Remember in that observation of Patanjali, he said, when you become inspired, dormant forces, faculties, and talents come alive. In other words, there are forces out there, outside of you. There's energy fields outside of you that are capable of joining with you and attracting into your life what you want. Carl Jung called it synchronicity. It's a consciousness in which when you put your thoughts on something, and every one of you have had this experience, the experience of thinking about someone and not being able to get your thought off of that person, and then going to the telephone and picking it up and saying, oh my God, I was just thinking about you. How many have had that kind of an experience in your life? As you look around and you think, well, and what do we attribute that to? We attribute that to what? Coincidence, don't we? We just say, well, that's just a coincidence. It's weird. I don't quite understand it. I'd like to be able to harness it, but it's just weird that it happens. But the word coincidence comes from, it's a mathematical term. In geometry, two angles that coincide, that's where the word comes from, coincide. Two angles that coincide are two angles that are said to fit together perfectly. That's what an angle that coincides with another angle is. Coincidental angles fit together perfectly. We have taken a term that means something that fits together perfectly, and we have assigned to it something that accidentally just happens to happen. I'd like to suggest to you that synchronicity, that is the ability to put your thoughts on what it is that you intend to create rather than on what is missing, is a way of attracting what is missing into your life. Now, you can continue to either attract what is missing into your life, or you can attract what you would like to intend into your life. It's just a matter of shifting the emphasis. If your thoughts are on, if you talk to other people about what is missing, if you use terms like, with my luck, this probably won't work out. I was changing planes in Dallas, flying from Fort Lauderdale to San Francisco. The woman sitting next to me, we came in, we had about 10 minutes to make our connection. And she stood up and she said, as we were gathering our belongings and everybody was trying to get off the plane, you've all had that experience, and trying to make the connection, she said, with my luck, I won't make my connection. And I thought to myself, why would she have evolved into a person who would project out into the universe, into the world of unlimited energy? why would she project the idea that with her luck things won't work out? Where did that come from? Why would we have that kind of an energy concept? Because my response back to her was, well, with my luck, I will make my connection. I intend to make my connection. And she said, you can't make a plane that is pulling out stop from pulling out. I said, I absolutely can. Of course I can do that, and I intend to do that. Now, she's still in Dallas. That was like four weeks ago, right? Trying to get the hell to, her connection to San Francisco. But when you think about what is missing in your life and you talk to your friends about it and you put your attention and your energy on it in your telephone conversations and you go to sleep thinking about what is missing and you have this kind of an energy system going on for you, you will continue to have what you are thinking about show up in your life. And you'll see more and more and more of missingness continue to show up. You can't think about and put your energy on what is missing unless you want it to keep being that way in your life.